Hi, this is needlepointers.com. Have you seen this new looped yarn at Joann Fabrics or at Michael's? This is a new type of yarn that I found in the store, and I thought it was very interesting looking to see how we would use this yarn. This looped yarn makes it very easy for you to knit, even if you don't know how to knit. When you work with this yarn, you need no needles, just your hands. And sometimes you need a tapestry needle to weave in the end at the end of the project. Other than that, you can stitch without knowing how to knit. This is a great way to learn, and it's quick and easy, and it's a lot of fun. I bought this Bernat Elise yarn from Joann Fabrics, but I've also seen at Michael's and other stores, other brands have come out with this loop type of yarn. At Michael's, I saw that Red Heart has a brand of yarn like this, and also loops and threads. So with this yarn, we can do actual knitting types of stitches. This video will show you how to do the garter stitch. The garter stitch is another knitting stitch, and it has a different look than the stocking stitch. To do the garter stitch, what you will do is you will count your number of loops it says in your pattern. So I'm going to count 15. 1, 2, 3, 4. So here's the 15th loop, and this is considered your foundation chain or your foundation row. This is your working yarn. So you take the next loop in your working yarn, and for the garter stitch, take your working yarn and put it through the loop from front to back. I find it's best to have my yarn loops going the direction that I'm working. So then I take the next yarn. These are going to go over top because we're doing the garter stitch. And I take front to back again, and I pull it. Next loop to the next loop in the foundation chain or in the foundation row, and we pull it through front to back. And we just continue to pull through front to back all the way across the row with stitches. You want to make sure you don't miss any of the loops in your working chain, and you don't miss actually putting it through one of the loops in your previous row. So there's the last loop in my first row, and you can see it kind of makes a little bumpiness there in the in your work. So in order to make sure you didn't miss any loops, you can count your loops again. 1, 2. So I still have 15, which means I didn't skip a loop and I didn't miss a loop. So to do the next row, we just continue again with the next loop in the working chain or the working yarn, and we go back the other direction. So taking each loop in the working yarn and putting it through front to back through the previous loops that you made. And see, like right here, this is an example. I missed this loop in the working yarn and I was skipping it. So I noticed that there was an extra. With this stitch, it's easy to notice that all of a sudden you have this like loop just floating out in the middle of nothing. So I'm going to take that out and put that one in. And if you notice that, like back here, this is so quick and easy to do. You can easily go back and take out and redo the stitches. So that's the end of my second row, and you can see all the loops here. And I counted 15, so I still have the right number of loops. And if you're going to continue the garter stitch, you just keep going back and forth across. And it makes this nice pattern in your project. This is a great way to get kids started knitting. It's easy to do, and the projects can come together very quickly. To see more photos of this garter stitch and how to do it, and to find where you can purchase this yarn, please click the iCard or the link in the description of the video to go to our website, needlepointers.com. From there we will have the pictures and step-by-step instructions, along with some places you can buy this type of loop yarn. I hope you enjoyed this video. Visit our website, needlepointers.com, for lots of other knitting and crochet videos and tutorials.